Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Entrepreneurship was on the rise in Ecuador, but political and economic changes in recent years have made it difficult to attract investment. And then COVID-19 comes along. Joining me to discuss the economy and business climate in Ecuador and debt relief to offset COVID-19 costs is Roque Sevilla. He is the president of Grupo Futuro and founder of Portolos. Roque, welcome to Trade Talks.
Well, a pleasure. Thank you very much.
And before we discuss the recent debt relief agreement with U.S. investment groups, tell us about the impact of COVID-19 on Ecuador and some of the unique challenges the country faces.
Well, it has been like, I believe, all over the world, a huge impact. It began with a very strong contamination in Guayaquil, because very early some Chinese people arrived there, and probably they brought the virus. And that was long before all countries had taken some measures to avoid the spread of the virus. So we had a very strong attack of the virus at the very first days of April and the end of March and beginning of April. And so it was devastating, that problem. But we're still dealing with it. In Guayaquil, it's completely under control. But in the rest of the country, we're dealing, like I think all over the world, with big efforts and with the economical impact that we all know, with people staying at home and very low economical activity. And if you combine that with our main product of exportation is oil, and of course that has been affected by the very, very low prices. So we really have had very difficult economical situations now in Ecuador to deal with.
Now, Ecuador reached an agreement with holders of Ecuadorian bonds, including BlackRock and AllianceBernstein, to restructure approximately 17.4 billion US in outstanding debt. Why is this so important to Ecuador?
It is important because it means an important part of the governmental budget. So if we manage to reduce the rate of interest, if we can expand the time for the payment, and we lower the principal, all those combinations means like a better situation for managing the total debt. And also the country is dealing with the other debtors, like the multilaterals and the local internal debt. Don't forget that Ecuador is dollarized. So actually we pay dollars either if it's abroad or locally. So the government is doing all that work. And I believe that if we get the acceptance of all the debtors, we're going to have a better situation and a capacity for paying the debt in the long run.
All right, now tell us about Portolos and what the fund aims to do.
Well, Portolos was an idea I had sitting here in my house, not possibly going out of my house because we must stay at home. But I saw on television the tragedy that was happening in Guayaquil with the virus. So I decided to try to collect $20 million from locally, actually, and doing our best effort in that field. In 6 weeks, we managed to collect a little bit more than $7 million. And we have now near to $9 million. And we have given food to 166,000 people for 2 months. And we have given personal protection equipment to physicians and the collectors of garbage and the policemen, and we have also brought tests, both PCRs and rapid tests. So it has been an incredible work that has helped a lot of people, especially the very far living people, the Indians in the Amazon region, in the coast. We have managed to get both with medical supplies and with food, so that they don't get out of their small villages to the big villages and get contaminated. And that has been a wonderful work. And we have received from all over the country the help. So we're very, very thankful for that.
Yeah, that's encouraging to hear because COVID-19 is certainly a disease that does not discriminate. So what does the other side of COVID-19 look like for Ecuador? And what industries are you most excited about? What kind of businesses could be scalable for further investment down the line?
Well, don't forget that Ecuador is probably in the best place of the planet to produce the best possible agriculture products, very fine products like very sweet fruits, very tasteable fruits. So the avocados that we can produce here or the roses that we produce, they are all the very best ones of the world just because we have so much light. Being on the equator, we have a huge irradiation of the sun, and that fixes color, taste, and smell. So if you combine those three things, we can produce also, because of the stable climate that we have here, twice a year. And all that brings us the possibility of being really a center for producing high quality consumption products in the agricultural area. I think that's the big future of Ecuador.
Yep, certainly great opportunities for ag tech there, Roque. Thanks so much for joining us on Trade Talks.
Well, a pleasure. Thank you very much.
You got it. And thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.